Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing well. In today's lesson, we'll do exponential equations in Exponents. So after you watch this video, I'd recommend that you check out the equations playlist. The link will be in the description, as you'll see where you need to master solving equations. So let's try to solve 3 to the power x is equal to 81. What you want to do is to have the same base. So you have to try to write down 3 and 81 as a product of its prime numbers. Can 3 be broken down? No, it's already a prime number. So it's just 3 to the power x. Let's move to the right hand side. We have 81. To write 81 as a product of its prime numbers, we'll say 81 is equal to shift fact, get 3 to the power 4. Remember, I taught you guys this in the previous lessons, finding your prime numbers. So we then have the same base, so we can just focus on the exponents. You have to say x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4. And that is how we solve. Now let's try more examples. We have 3 to the power x plus 2 is equal to 27. What should we do? Let's check whether we can write down 3 as a product of its prime numbers. We can't, so we just write down 3 to the power x plus 2 is equal to, can 27 be broken down as a product of its prime numbers? Yes. We punch 21 in a calculator, is equal to shift fact, we get 3 cubed. So you have to get the same base. If you don't get the same base, you probably made a mistake somewhere. So once you have the same base, you can just focus on the exponents. You have x plus 2 is equal to 3. So you completely ignore the bases. And we wrote down our exponents here. So this is where the equations part comes in. X plus 2 is equal to 3. How do we solve this? We take x to the right hand side. It's a positive 2. When it crosses the equal sign, it changes to negative. So this should be x is equal to 3 minus 2. X is equal to 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So if you want to verify this, you can just substitute 1 where you see x. We have x plus 2, right? So this should be 3 to the power. Where you see x, let's substitute 1, because you said x is equal to 1, right? 3 to the power 1 plus 2, x plus 2. Let's see what we get. 3 to the power 1 plus 2 is 27. So you can always substitute just to make sure that you got the right answer. This video was brought to you by Spotify. Whether you love discovering new music, listening to podcasts, or creating the perfect playlist, Spotify has something for everyone. With the free version, you can enjoy millions of songs anytime, anywhere. Want the ultimate experience? Upgrade to Spotify Premium to enjoy ad-free listening, offline downloads, unlimited skips, and even better sound quality. No interruptions, just non-stop music and entertainment wherever you go. Download Spotify today and start listening to music your way. Let's try another example, number 3. Let's do 2 to the power 3x is equal to 64. How do we solve this? Can 2 be written down as a product of its prime numbers? No. You can always check in your calculator in case you're not certain. 2 is equal to shift fact. You just get 2. Therefore, it's 2 to the power 3x is equal to 64. Can definitely be broken down as it's a huge number. 64 is equal to shift fact. We get 2 to the power 6. We have the same base. Now let's solve our exponents. We have 3x is equal to 6. We are solving for x. We are solving this equation. How do we solve this? If you watch the grade 9 videos, you know that you divide both sides by 3. This cancels with that. You have x is equal to 6 divided by 3, which is equal to 2. Now let's try number 4. Let's do 4 to the power x is equal to 64. Can 4 be broken down? Yes. 4 is equal to shift fact. You get 2 squared. You solved for 4. You still have your x. So the 2 squared should be in a bracket. Okay? You have x outside is equal to 64. Can definitely be broken down. 64 is equal to shift fact. You get 2 to the power 6. We have x here and 2, so we multiply the exponents. Remember that law. So this is 2. 2 times x is 2x. It's equal to 2 to the power 6. We have the same base, so we can focus on the exponents. 2x is equal to 6. We divide both sides by 2 to solve for x. This cancels with that. X is equal to 6 over 2 is equal to 3. Now, if you want to verify this, we can substitute 3 again. Our question was 4 to the power x is equal to 64. Where we see x is substitute 3. 4 to the power 3, let's punch that in a calculator. 4 cubed is equal to 64. Therefore, this is correct. Now let's try the last example in this video. Let's do 5 times 5 to the power x is equal to 125. How do we solve this? Can 5 be written down as a product of its prime numbers? No. Can verify this. 5 is equal to shift fact. You still have 5. So on the left hand side, can you guys see that you have the same base and they're multiplied? So you add the exponents. There's an invisible one here. It'll be 1 plus x. Now let's introduce that law. You write down our base. We have 1 plus x is equal to, can 125 be written down as a product of its prime numbers? Yes. 125 is equal to shift fact. We get 5 cubed. You have the same base. So we look at the exponents. You have 1 plus x is equal to 3. We take this one to the right hand side. It's positive, so it should be negative. We're left with x is equal to 3. This is positive, so it becomes minus 1. X is equal to 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Now let's substitute 2 where we see x. We were given 5 times 5 to the power x is equal to 125. 5 times 5, let's substitute that 2. What is our answer? 5 times 5 squared is 125. So that 2 is correct. And that is how we solve exponential equations. We'll try 5 more examples in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to look at the equations playlist. I'll see you in the next video.